Debbie Eisert, and the University Center of Excellence on Developmental Disability is happy to have Prasong, am I saying your name correctly?
Yes.
Come and talk to us today about the impact that your education here at the University of Oregon has had on your work in Thailand. Is that, do I have that accurate?
Yes,
Okay,
Thailand,
good.
yes.
And really glad to have you here. And I'm hoping everybody has a pen, everybody has a satisfaction questionnaire, and you can give them to me before you leave today. Okay, thanks.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Prasong Sai Hong. I graduated here in the year 2009 in winter term. So lots of things happened after I graduated. So today I'm going to just to share my experience, how you all shape my life and work and provide some kind of works for me, I was here from year 2006 to 2009 at early intervention program. So I took various courses and practicum site and school presentation and volunteers to anything that give me opportunities to volunteer. For example, like assessor, to screen children, and also I did research with Melissa, Marcy, and I also had a friends and family. Here is my friend and family is here. Ivan Yang, she is here, and she is helping. She always helping me, and right now she helping me help my advisee who come to study here. Right now she is doing her paperwork, and I think Annette will introduce her to you later. And so many things happen, in like the year 2006 and 2009, and I have done such various courses, and I think those experience and opportunities in here had shaped my life many ways. So how you all early intervention program shaped my life. So they shaped my life with various activities year round. So I attend almost, so I went to here and there, and went to even in UO and also outside UO, and welcoming friends and adopted family. I have one, so I will visit her in the evening. So they also help my advisee too, and classmates and staff. So you are all my classmates. So we took class together. Work culture. I really like work culture. I try to adapt the work environment here. For example, collaboration. To have a meeting and to listen and speak and to write. And so in my work environment. And opportunities here is very important, and hands-on experience. So I work with, from the beginning I started my program. I work at the, toddler classroom, and early Head Start program, child gardens, and I also work in kindergarten school in order to get to know, to learn more about kindergarten system, K system in Eugene and in the United States. And professors and base supervisor James Quise that helped me a lot, to learn many things. And friendly campus, I really like that. I took my friends here, about 6 people. They really like this campus. They say, "Oh, it's really green campus," compared to other campus, because we try to be green campus. And we look at it, oh, that's a big tree, that's a really, really green. So we should take a pic. We should we always say that we should take this picture to show our president in Thailand. So that's those environments and things that going on in here. I think it's very vulnerable. Maybe treasures, that help me confident and help me, get. I'm not succeed yet, but get comfortable with my work, with which I going to talk about next. And also you all shape my work with program competency, in this in early intervention program or leadership program here. They require many things. I have to take various kinds of statistics courses. Also take also because I don't have I had not had any kind of experience to work with children with disabilities before. So when I come here, I was placed in the toddler classroom, which is very good. So and then help me understand more bit by bit with the children and with the system here. And after that, and base library system is very good because I can download, I can explore more books, even Thai books, even or various kind of papers, in all over the world. Research practice in here because there was a class, research class that I took with Jane that helped me shape my research understanding, so that helped me a lot. And also in the statistics class is because any subjects in here we have to do what you call the we have to experience, we have to do a research with our own, so that help us to with the data collecting everything that with the real work. And collaboration is very important for me, because in Thailand, when we say collaboration, it said we talk to people talk over there, over here, and then when people just come and our boss just pick one, the best one, and then they just continue that one. So which is not collaboration, but I try to promote collaboration in my work area. I start with my student first, so they have to go work in group, and then they have to go to work with school. Teachers and their seniors. So I will show you the picture next. And teamwork is very important. I really like teamwork because even you student, you will. I am a part of the teamwork. In here the project director. Take any idea that I. Purpose that I suggested, and then kind of blended together and develop together. And learning by doing this is very important. So I hand on with the children, autism, everything. Yeah. And so I would like to tell you that when I go back 2009, I taught many classes. Now I still taught many classes. And you see like a computer for early childhood children, take almost like everything, English for early childhood children, assessment of early childhood children, early childhood education, administration and management, early childhood research, literary work for early childhood or children literature, inclusive learning of early childhood children. So those courses. So I also because right here, I have to explore the U.S. system about the education. So it's very good match, when I teach, when I use the experience, from my past and combine with the with those courses. So I will show next. Next, I will show you the picture of my student. In each semester, in Thailand we have 3 semesters. Because it start on June. It start in June to September. This is the first semester, and next it start in November to February, and the summer term start in March to May. So, and I have workload, heavy load in the first and the second semester. This is my student in each year. In each year, I have about 200 students. That's many. You think you can work with that? Yeah. However, when I compare with the work hard here and to work together, and you have to get through it. Every night you have to prepare in class for each class. On weekend, still have some kind of weekend class. So what I do, because I have learned in Eugene from early intervention program like that, if students learn how to work and learn how to get you see the part, learn how to work and learn how to work with the work with the students, so they will get knowledge by themselves. So let me show you the picture from the beginning first. Okay, I come to this College of Education. This is the office, Everybody knows, Almost all people know this office here. And I volunteer to share my Thai culture in school, in public library, and to show display item. So I teach people how to dance, to sing Thai song, tell stories. This is my graduation. Sorry, it's didn't done this way yet. Okay. And this is my family, circle of friend family here. So I will meet them this evening, for welcoming, something like that. And this is Ivan family. She is here, and with two nephews, son-in-law, and her daughter here. So so they really welcome me, to have dinner, have breakfast together. And this is the day and also very important that I take care of her dog, Bella. She really liked me. Yesterday I went to meet her. She just jumped on my lap, and it just licked on my face, which is really nice. I feel very warm welcome from her. And this is I have another grandpa. I will meet him today. Grandpa Chua. He is one of my. He is the father of my landlady. So I stay with him and I help him a lot. I took him to theater, dinner, everything here. And in school, this is the school in Thailand, because in my classroom, so in Thailand, because I teach many classes, so what I have learned from here, I learn learning online. So I put my reading and exam online in the content thing, and in the actual meet with the students. So I took them to school and asked them to maybe sometimes talk to students, tell story to young children, sometimes observe students, sometimes assess students. So they come with a piece of paper and then they collect data and then they use some kind of and then at the end of the day they play with the children. My class is always like that, and so I always create lots of projects for them. For example, reading for young children, in order to promote reading, and also took them to special education. In here, special education program is really different. And then when and I would like to explore more about Thailand, so the only way that I could do it, I took my student to visit special education center, which is very near my university, and because I also teach special education for early childhood children. So because in Thailand we don't really have the center like this, so it's very difficult to find children with disability. So I only special education center in town have. So I took my student and to play and to observe them first, and then to play with the children. And at the end of the program of the class, they will come up with the early intervention plan for each kid. And also I collaborate with people, with the specialists or the or person who is an expert in different fields. For this one, she is the director of special education, so in town. So I invited her to give presentation to my students. So in Thailand, because we sit on the floor, so teachers or instructors will sit on table chairs. So and so it's be like that. All Thai students, they like to sit on the floor and doing some work, which is really nice. So sometimes I sit with them. This is the special education center. It's different from here. So what I saw, and then I try to work with them right now. But right now I am develop a grant proposal for them, and gonna use this early intervention model to help them set up some kind of classes in there. And this is my master degree class. So they all have computer. I have online classes, and then because we cannot have what you call self-study classes by students. So I ask students to bring computer and sit together and just I just have discuss online. They really like that, and because in Thailand, if the senior, it's very difficult for them to learn about technology. So this is a good chance for them to learn to use computer. And every time I have to coach them almost everything. But right now they really like computer, especially Facebook. They are on my Facebook all the time. Some of them follow my Facebook, and then they give comment all the time. And in my teaching, because I have so many students, like 200 each year, for the end of the term, I will have them to have some exhibition, to have display their works, some kind like school works. So at this one is I organize the showcase for them. So they come to sing, and they display, they present their works by poster. In here, they made their own poster, which is very good. And they conduct their own research, present and play games. Some group they play games. And sometimes I organize a workshop for them. So in this one, I invited my dean, to give a lecture. My dean's already, because he's so tired, and then he already gone now. So, and for my teaching, so in the classroom, because those students will be kindergarten teachers in the future. So most time they will do reading outside class, and in the class they will learn how to tell stories, how to sing songs, how to do the teaching method. So then at each week they will go out and present their work to real students. I think it's very vulnerable thing for them to learn. And so for the research, teach 6 classes, and in school to be a professor or instructor in a university in Thailand, each instructor must present work. So I also have time to go to present work. Outside last year, I went to Malaysia to see Hassana to present work, and Hassana invited me to give my dissertation. So, which is very good because finally I have a spot, to present my dissertation. I didn't get what you call and also my paper, from dissertation already is already published, by Science Direct. So is it, is it you think is it what you call the accomplishment of the dissertation? Yeah. And also I went to Brunei to give a presentation, to give how to use storytelling for children with disabilities. So, and this is a part of my research too, how to use storytelling. So those are Brunei teachers. So to learn how, so I presented them how to learn how to read picture books to children with disability, and because I also use this technique, for my to teach my students to read these picture books to children with disability in special education center in town too. And sometimes workshop is going on around the campus. I also took my students to meet to attend the workshop, which is sometimes free, sometimes sometimes they pay a very small fee for that. All right. So far, how are you doing? Do you have any question? Yes.
So when you're teaching teachers,
Teacher, yes.
only kindergarten, you'll only be teaching kindergarten, it's not elementary ed?
Or kindergarten, yeah.
All kindergarten.
But for master degree, master student, they are from various level, from grade 1, grade 2, grade 1 to grade 12, or from K to 12. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I don't know. Can you do it or not? But because of the hard work here, I think I can do it. I can do it. So I have to say that. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what is the university in Thailand, and where is it located?
Okay, I will present you next.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. And any question beside my university? Yes.
When you're training master's students, what will they do with their degree? Will they become teachers or?
For master degree, because it's quite difficult for them because because they have to do either independent studies, which is like master thesis. They have to have experimental project, or they have to do the concept paper. And what they have done with their degree, they will learn different aspects of education, different fields of education, and then they will come up with an idea that they would like to conduct a research. And what they do with the degree, they will, because right now in our, I have to tell you that the government is very, what you call, very, our government like to order this, order that. So they order that if teachers get a master degree, they will get promoted, or they will get another position. Yeah. So many of them, many of them want to get master degree. So they will get a master degree in order to improve their position, yeah, to get promoted. Yeah. And what they do, I think they learn something. they learn something that they learn how to work. They learn from different professors. And they learn from especially, for me, they learn different fields of education. Yes?
Well, I'm really interested in the materials that you use in order to train students in your school.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like I'm from Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and I realize that in my country, so we don't have enough materials for teaching
Mhm.
in higher education, for
Mhm.
example, college education, university education, or like master program.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to ask whether you have any, which type of materials you use. Do you like translate your materials?
You mean
or, yeah,
textbook?
or-
Okay. Because in Thailand, the Thai Ministry of Education pay a lot of money to do the research, on education. So they give each year they give money to scholars to translate or to do research, around the world. So some of them translate textbooks or some kind of like papers into Thai, and then they put it online, and then or books and paper or journals, that are translated into Thai are free. So I found it on website, plenty of books. So I just put it online. Students just go and read it. So that's what we done for textbooks, yeah. And for other, so I didn't, for example, like Head Start program. So I just print out from the translation version, to my student, and my student learned about Head Start, Montessori, Rogio, anything, almost all kinds of things, had been translated already. So that's how I get textbook. And also textbook from Chulalongkorn Publishing. So many, because Chulalongkorn is a big university, each year they have, grants from government and to try to publish books. So there are many books too for this field. So I don't know about in Vietnam. Do you have how about textbook and or about resources about this?
We use, normally we don't have a lot of resources online.
Online.
So, no, we don't. So we, when I go in Vietnam, I used to translate textbook
Yeah.
into Vietnamese to my students. And we, each school, they have a group of teachers who knows English and can translate textbook. So the university or school gonna pay for teachers to translate the book that they want. So and actually just translate the book.
Yeah.
So we actually, I don't think in Vietnam now we have enough like official book for special education. I know some of my professors, they wrote textbook, but still not enough.
Yeah.
So,
I hope
and
it
that's
is-
great that you guys have online resources so easy to access.
Yeah, I think it's good, but it's not enough too, because I need more textbook like here, because you have very thick textbook, because over there it's kind of like a modification of each idea. For example, Montessori thing, this and that, but student, but it's good for students that they learn to know various kind of early intervention or early childhood education program. Yeah, I hope in the future it's going to be that, or maybe you can just use English resources. Which is very good online. Sometimes I download picture or because almost every time I use the website here. For example, 023. And I use HS and ASQ, to have my student, to translate, because they learn English too. Yeah, so also into Thai. Yeah, I use that technique, in order to help me, Yeah. And any questions so far about that? Okay, let me introduce you to my university. So do you think where is my which continent my university is? Europe. Yeah. Yeah, it's in Asia here. So my university is in a province called Mahasarakam University. Mahasarakam is the name of a province. So my province, my university is University of the province. Something like University of Oregon is University of the state. And it's in my faculty building. It's very old, about 35 years old now. Yeah. And my office is in 3rd floor. And this is all classroom is so exit for here we have classroom as we have another building that have classroom. And its history is very long time ago, 1968, about almost 40 years old. And first of all, we have College of Education first, and then we changed to College of Education to Faculty of Education. And under the umbrella of Mahasarakam, Sri Nakarin Talavilod branches from Bangkok. And then we just changed into Mahasarakam University about 15 years ago. And first of all, my college or my faculty mean department or something like college, you know. And so it's the first department in this university, and then they just changed the name. And those the people. So we have about 6 academic departments: educational psychology and guidance. So next one, educational administration and development. Third one, educational technology and communication, educational research and evaluation, curriculum and instruction, and the last one, physical education and recreation. So I am in curriculum and instruction. I proposed to my dean, you know, we travel together like in about 1 week. So I would like to do some kind of special education program or early or child development program. I don't know what's going to be next. He would consider it, you know, because over there we have about 60 staff members, but each staff have to teach students about 70 to 100 students each term, and then they don't have time to do research. It's quite a hard workload. And for teacher training, we have 4 years. 4 years we have just got a bachelor degree of science. But if students would like to get teaching license, they have to start for 5 years. In 4 years, they study in classroom, and for the 5th year, they go out to teach in school, to work with teachers. So we have special education, but we don't have to tell the truth. We don't have structure, you know, for each area of education. And for example, special education, they don't focus on what we have like right now. They just focus on because we lack of professors. For example, in my early childhood education, we have only 2 professors, and then each professor have to teach about 6 classes. It's quite hard for us. And so we have a master degree student, master of education program, master of science program, and we have doctoral of education and doctoral of philosophy. And we come here because we would like to know that if your university accept what you call would like to do some kind of joint program with to do kind of research with our PhD students. So in the next future, you may see many Thai students, you know, walk around the campus, you know, in a short period of time. All right. this is my campus and student, student in Thailand. They are very formal, when they teach, they have to dress like this, and they like to wear tie, but I don't like to wear tie, which is really hot, in Thailand, and they like to wear what you call jacket. I don't like to wear it; it's just too hot, And is it all, because like in Thailand. The master degree student, they are really glad when they get to be to be students again, because they just like a new life, so they always stick together, and they have to be like they have to have their formal uniform, so they have their own jacket. I don't know about in the US you have that or not, but I just and also in my this is the classroom is not high tech like here. So in for bachelor degree students, they have uniform. So students wear black, blue, or gray, and always white shirts. And they have to dress very neat when they come to school. Sometimes my students, don't really like to wear uniform, so they just wear just wear sport uniform, because it's very easy for them to move. Because when I teach them to tell story, I teach them to sing, to dance. So they really to wear sport uniform is very good for them. So we have many protocol in our university here. So for the orientation, students have to come for orientation. They have to ceremony. And so this is my presentation. Do you have any question about me? Yep.
University free for students?
Free? No. It's not for free. Each student has to one credit about 300 baht or $10
Per credit.
per credit. Each student have to take about 22 or 16 to 22 credits a semester. So it's gonna be about 9,000 with student fee is about 10,000 baht, which is about $300 US, $300 to $500 US a semester. That's quite cheap here compared to here.
It's subsidized by the government.
Yes,
You certainly make
yes. For my salary, I got salary from government, from Thai government. I got a position from Thai government. So, yes.
Were there any big surprises that you had when you left the University of Oregon and went back to your home?
Big surprise.
Or big changes for you?
Big change, yeah. Many students, all female, no male. Yeah, I have to, because here so many male students, friend, and over there you have to behave differently, when you because in Thailand we really respect because respect about no sexual harassment, no have students no flirting and that. So I have to keep my face very straight, and right now it's quite good because my students already know that I don't have that kind of thing, because in Thailand, or I don't want to share that, Thai guys, they are very some kind like womanizer, so I have to put that kind of stereotype away, because actually I don't have that type, but I don't want my student to look to me like that, So I have to be careful about that, womanizer, because and also have to sometimes because right now they have a teacher evaluation, in each term, so I have to be nice to student, don't don't. I usually don't give my student too much work, but I have them to do to learn by reading, and then at the end they give me a paper, of reflection, which is good turnout. So they really like it, and then they really like to go outside and then get more work, get work done at the end of the class. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I have two questions for you. So because she asked you about something big change for you, but I just really want to ask you something that you feel difficult when you come back to your country, because I know some of my friends, when they finish their programs here and when they came back to their home country, they just feel shocked, and they just give me a ticket to the United States, and just feel really hard to adapt with the environment when you come back, because like they have expectation when they come back that they can contribute to the development of the country back. Yeah, something like that.
Let me answer that one. That's very interesting, because I had the experience too. At the first time, I had the feeling like what you have said, because I had inside me, I think I learned many things in the US. I would like to contribute to my country. So I done many things, a lot, many things. I asked my students to do this. I asked my colleague, would you do this? You do that, did that, and then something turned out negatively, because my colleague, they already they study, they graduated from another school, which is different, use different method. Teaching methodology, from US, so they use what you call teacher center, not student center, or what else. And then they don't have course structure. So I have course structure. The student have to do this, to do that. So and then in the work, because I would like to do the project, all projects for in each class for my student, I would like to cooperate it. I would like to cooperate, have a collaboration with all staff in early childhood education. I bring the idea, and then everything that I brought to them was turned down. So I feel very upset. Right now, I'm still very upset about them. Why they didn't get what I'm thinking. This is the good idea, the good model that they have to work with. And it's kind of like, and then they just stopped discussing with me. They just teach, We just teach. We didn't discuss, about our teaching, which is I really like. What do you think about students? What do you think about the courses? What do you think about how to improve the program? What we are going to be next in the future for our program, early childhood education? But right now, no discussion. So I just let the time go. And then right now I try to develop some kind of international program for master degree and doctoral degree. Because like in bachelor degree now, or teacher training program is kind of stuck there, because they just want to be something else. They just want to teach, and they don't want to do anything. So I just, okay, that's okay. I will, I tell myself that it will be better in the future. But this is my second year now. It's just, I just knew in this department. So maybe they will learn something, and then they will, come back to me and have a meeting like what we have here. We have a meeting every week, or like each week. It's good. We have discuss what we have done, this, done that, and then about the student. This student have something, have to help them there. But we don't have that kind of situation there. So I kind of feel very, very sad, because in here we have so people have expressed themselves, in either good way or bad way or anything, But over there I have to keep. Right now I keep my bad feeling inside, and then I just show them, oh, that's good, and then also, and then I just keep asking them, do you have time for a meeting? Yes, which is when I ask this, I feel very okay. I just keep my finger crossed, you know. They're gonna say, oh yes, let's tell this or that, but nothing happened yet. I just keep my finger crossed every time. So, yeah, I have that feeling too. But right now I feel better because I know that it's going to be like that. But I just do everything my own. I don't have teaching assistants, which is I feel really I am jealous of professor here. You know, they do everything by their own. They have doctoral students to help them to supervise students. You know, when I went to observe my student teaching, I have to go by my own, and you know because I have five. I have two school. My student teaching stay in two schools, and they have 10 rooms, or not 10 rooms, to school 8 students each school. In early childhood, in kindergarten classes, have to be in the morning. So I have to go in the morning, like 8 o'clock, and then have to jump to this and spend 15 minutes in this room, and then go another room. Finish this school, I jump to another school. I don't have, you know, super mentor or assistant like in the US. You know, I feel really, why I have to do too much work, you know, and also because I have to do the editing, you know, journal editing too, which is really, you know, why I do that. Sometimes I feel like, oh, why I have to do like this, you know? It's just I feel like kind of like culture shock, you know, because I compare my my job here, my job description here with the job here, it's totally different, you know. Yeah. You have another question? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to ask about the collaboration.
Collaboration, yeah,
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, so just because you just told that.
We have hierarchy in our workplace. So our boss, sometimes the collaboration, sometimes our boss just want to get the idea, but that time the boss don't have any idea. Do you think the collaboration will happen?
Actually, I really want to ask about the collaboration between different professionals in early intervention.
No way.
So,
Yeah.
because I know the reality in Vietnam.
Mhm.
I used to work in the center with a group of teachers. We have no doctor in the center, no psychologist, and no OT or PT, just teacher. So teacher do everything, assessment, teach children, work with parents, and I feel really hard in my center. So I just want to ask whether you guys have any like technique or any differences in building a collaboration between professionals in the field.
Okay, let me answer that. The collaboration, it's not like here. It's not like you have professional in this area come together and talk. You know, multidisciplinary or transactional model. We don't really have that one. We have like when children, for example, if a child was sick, they go to the doctor. The doctor said they have something wrong happened to that, but the parents, you know, didn't believe the doctor. They took to another doctor. Oh, they need a doctor, so they give another medicine. So it's going to be like that. So they won't see the document, you know. Or yeah, for the teacher don't really work with doctor because we don't have early interventionists, we don't have OT, PT or whatever, you know, or evaluators, you know. They just work. They like to give order, you know, give like, you know, you have to do this, you have to do that. Yeah, that's our work culture. But some model some model is developed right now, to use to use for early childhood education program, which is, but still, still need more time, to develop it. Yeah. Yeah. But still, it's not like here, but right now, what I plan to do here, I try to put the model in my teaching, because we don't have really a system like in the US. So I try to, so when they ask my students, okay, go to work with your teachers, with the parents of the children, something like that. Just work, just inside each student first, So I just build that that knowledge, and then when they come back to me for for their master degree or their doctoral degree, so they're gonna keep that in their and then they're gonna use that in the future. Yeah. Thank you for the question. It's very interesting. Yeah, good sharing. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes.
So are you able to make changes in how you do things with your own master's students? Like, could you take your master's students with you when you supervise the undergraduate students?
No, cannot, because
You can't make changes.
they are all part-time students, weekend students. I have to work for them. I have to travel from for example, from from one area to another area. I have to about 3 to 4 hour drive, but I won't drive, but somebody drive me there, and then stay overnight. So after I go back to Thailand next week, I won't have a weekday. I won't have a weekend. Yeah.
That's your weekend.
Yeah. So this is my something like my vacation here. To come to US.
That's what you're required to do on the weekend? As part of your.
It's not required, but I cannot object, or I don't want to do it or something like that. I have to do it, because oh, you are a doctor from here, you can do everything, so they expect you that. Yeah. Yes.
So how much do you miss food and sleep?
How much? For that food?
Yeah, it just sounds like your schedule is really, really busy. So
Uh,
food and sleeping had to go.
Sleeping as I think 3 to 4 hours a day, because I have to grading every night, because in the US, one thing that I take that with me, because I have quizzes every time. So you see six classes each semester. I have to give quizzes or writing or reflection. I have to give them feedback. So almost like that. Even it online is very difficult. And then they have online, comment online. Yeah. And eating, not problem, no problem. Yeah. Yeah. I ate big meals, one big meals a day, and then the light meal in the morning, in the evening. Yeah. And when I go back, the first time that I went back to Thailand, I did a lot of exercise. I had been done a lot of exercise in the first 2 months, and then for the 3 months, for the third month, 4 months, and then just really because of lots of work, and then like 1 year after almost like 1 year and 1 year 2 months, I don't have any exercise at all. So I just started exercise again, running and do swimming, and in April, yeah. So because I think it's not good if I just work and then stay on the computer and and then grading, it's not good. So I just okay, that's okay. And now I don't need to take my leisure time for working. So I have to do something. So which is I feel better now because I done a lot of exercise, and so I do gardening back there of mine. Yeah. Thank you for the question about. Thank you for. Yes.
So, I feel like master students for the EI program, and I feel the big part of our program is the practicum, and it's been really helping. I mean, in improving my understanding about all the different elements that we learned so far. So I just want to know, like, how is it in Thailand? Are your students required to do practicum also, or is it something they have to kind of did before they enter the program, or is it kind of like,
Yes. Okay.
are they working part-time while
For
taking
teaching
class?
students, so for regular, what you call for regular teacher program, our student, they don't really have a practicum, what you call credits. They just teacher just request them to go to meet to work with teachers outside school. But at the end of their program, in 1 year, they will do student teaching in school. So, which is their kind of like practicum and student teaching together in 1 year. And right now, I try to collaborate my student teaching to work with me, because I have to correct their lesson plan, to teach students each week, and to ask their teacher supervisors, to give them comment, about that every week. So so they don't really have practicum. They have student teaching at the end of their program. Yeah. I think it's the time fly now.
Thank you very much. This is very interesting.
All right, thank you.